If you make designs online, especially for print on demand, then you have definitely heard of both Canva and probably Kittl. But you might be wondering, if I only have the budget for one, what should I pay for? Canva or Kittl? And today, let's discuss. Let's start with the benefit and the cons of each in terms of design. One of my favorite parts about Kittl is their templates. They have thousands of templates available that you can use for your print on demand products or whatever design you are trying to create. And the really good thing is they are constantly adding new ones. With Canva, I find every time I look through templates, they're kind of the same. There's not too many new ones being added, and they're not as tailored for print on demand. They're usually just like ones that I probably would need to change up a lot to be something I would use, versus I find the Kittl templates fantastic. And usually when I'm designing in Kittl, it's actually off of a template, versus with Canva, it's usually from a brand new file starting from scratch, versus Kittl template. With the Kittl templates, they often also reflect holidays and things coming up. So for Christmas, I'm sure we're going to see a whole influx of Christmas templates that we can work off of. I know the 4th of July just passed, and for the weeks prior to that, tons of 4th of July templates were popping up. So they are on trend, and it just proves how on top of it they are with coming up with new ones for us to use. And then comparatively to the Canva templates, which there are still tons, and they range in a bunch of different products. This has PowerPoints, notebook design, they have resumes, and they also have t-shirts as well. So if we just scroll down, we're going to see their t-shirts, and let's take a look at their t-shirts design, which are pretty comparable to the Kittl ones. So they still have some fantastic ones in here that, yes, you can use. I just don't find them as complex and quite t-shirt looking as the Kittl ones are on there. And again, we're not just doing t-shirts, but I just mean in designs in general that are sold on like printed products. That's kind of what I'm comparing. And these ones, while some are great, I've just found a lot better ones on Kittl that I would like to use. I always find whenever I'm on Kittl, I'll start with one, and then I go back to templates, and then I open like 10 different templates to save to start designing in later. They just really are eye-catching. And again, Canva is great. If you already have Canva, you can definitely work with these, but I think Kittl is the winner in terms of templates for the types of products that we're creating. Even if you're not just doing print on demand, there are things like logos on both Kittl and Canva. Here are the Canva ones. They're really nice. They're, again, simple and text-based design, just because Canva does have a lot of limitations, versus if we go take a look at the Kittl ones over here, you're going to see they're a lot more complex, and they just stick out a lot more, especially depending on what type of design you're making. They have tons like these retro Y2K ones. They've got these beautiful ones out here. If you're doing color, I would definitely recommend doing the Kittl ones. And if you're looking for, again, that more type of complex logo. Another thing I love about Kittl is their preloaded fonts. Canva also has some beautiful fonts and like a massive library for them, but the ones on Kittl are just so fancy, and they range a lot. If you want any like decorative fonts on Canva, they are a lot harder to come by, versus the Kittl ones, there is just such an array of different types of fonts that you can choose from. Like, take a look at this one. If we just scroll down here, you can see just how much these vary in terms of kind of decoration or way that you want to take your design, and you can see what they're going to look like up front, which is great. And they also have this button here, which is glyphs, which are extra characters if you want your font to look extra fancy. Not every font has it, but on Canva, this is not built in. You have to do this big workaround to be able to get in what are called glyphs. And glyphs are exactly this. They're these fancy characters that don't just come up when you type the letter. You actually have to open them up. So let's say I want this really fancy E, this L, T, where are some quotes? There's really cool. H looks cool if I had something with an H. We have ones like this at the bottom, which are usually really popular. The ones that kind of have this little swirl at the end. Those are really popular, and Kittl has just made it really, really easy for you to bring them into your design. But luckily, no matter if you choose to go with Canva or Kittl, and neither of them have that font that you are looking for, a great resource to use is Creative Fabrica, and both Canva and Kittl has made it super, super easy for you to bring in external fonts into their platform. They save them so you can use them in the future. So if it's ever missing, just take a look at the Creative Fabrica fonts. They have the same thing, really decorative, fancy fonts that you can bring in. And even with Kittl, if that font had the glyphs in it, you can still use that glyphs button to make that new font extra fancy. Another pro to using Kittl is their text effects. If we take a look down here, we have all these text effects. We have custom, distort, circle, angle, flag, wave, rise, arc. And these can really make your design look super fancy. And usually if you're doing these, you have to use like Photoshop or Illustrator to do these, which can get really complicated. And then you're using multiple different design tools, which can also get complicated, versus Kittl has built those in here. And if none of these suit your needs. You can even just do custom, and you can go crazy with it. And if there's one that you like here, but you want to change it, you can just hit edit transform, and then same thing, you can warp this any single way that you would like in your design. Another pro to using Kittl is their ability to add texture. Textured and grungy fonts and designs have been really popular with print on demand, and it's really hard to get them on Canva. You actually have to do this big workaround to be able to get them on, or again, you have to bring them into a separate platform and apply them somewhere else, versus Kittl has built that in, and it's literally at the side. It's just a click of a button, and make sure you hit clip content so it's not showing up in the background, and then you have a beautiful texture applied to all of your design. A downside I have to Kittl is actually their elements. They have elements and so does Canva, but Canva's library for elements is just massive at this point. It has been growing for a while versus Kittl is growing theirs now. When I had first started just a few months ago on Kittl, there was almost nothing, and now there are a lot more options being added, and Kittl is constantly growing, so I'm sure they're going to catch up eventually in terms of that. But they also have their Kittl AI, so if you can't find what you need, then you can try using their AI generator to create that instead. But same for both platforms, Kittl and Canva. You can still use Creative Fabrica if you are missing some of the elements that you would like to use. It is a library of a bunch of different either full designs or just single elements, and I usually use these single elements in my designs, and both Canva and Kittl has made it super easy to download and just bring those in. One thing that Canva has that Kittl does not is photo editing. They have released a whole bunch of photo editing capabilities, including some that is powered by AI. So if we take a look at this one here, it's one of my mockups. We're just gonna hit edit photo, and you can adjust it in tons of ways. Your brightness, contrast, sharpness, the darks, the lights, a lot more than Kittl. I don't think Kittl has any of this photo editing abilities, and these are really comparable to maybe editing your photo in Photoshop, versus Photoshop is a whole other platform, versus Canva can do a bunch of things, including this photo editing. If you have a photo and you don't like something that's in the photo, they have both Magic Erase and Magic Edit. Magic Erase just gets rid of something, but it fills it in so it doesn't look like it was just cut out of the photo. Versus Magic Erase, say there is a flower in your photo and you don't like that flower, you can color over it and put in a Buddha statue, and it'll get rid of the flower and put in a content-aware Buddha statue. For example, I am not a fan of this button here. I don't want a button on my pants. Let's see what the Magic Erase comes up with. There we go, no button. With Magic Edit, let's say I don't like whatever this thing is. I'm just gonna take that out, and you know what I want instead? I want a coffee cup here. Let's generate, and it's gonna give us 4 options of a coffee cup that can be put into our photo. And there we go, we have a coffee cup there. Though this isn't probably the best example and the best results I've ever had with a Magic Edit, but you get where I'm going. With Canva's newest release, which was all these AI tools, including these two, they also have a Magic Write similar to ChatGPT built right into their platform. They also have where you can just draw like a heart, and then they'll try to guess what you were trying to draw, and they will give you a few different options. If you want to watch, I did have a video on all of the new releases that Canva just created for AI, and a lot is text-based that you can check out, and it is super helpful for like document writing, for creating PowerPoint. So there are tons of opportunity within Canva and AI. Another thing I really love about Canva is being able to have multiple pages per document. So if you take a look at my one here, I just have one page, but what I can do is create a brand new page and keep these all within one file under one file name. Versus Kittl, you're only allowed to have one artboard per file. Another benefit to Canva is its ability to do a lot. Did you know you can do video editing, website editing? These are just some of the options that you're able to create within Canva. And so if you are looking for something that is just kind of an all-around editor and you don't have anything specific, Canva's a great option. Another thing to keep in mind is that Canva is available both on desktop and as an app and on your mobile, versus Kittl is only online. You can still access it on like your iPad if you do iPad designing through the URL version, but they don't have a designated app yet. Let's talk about licenses. I know Canva's had a lot of issues this year with some misinformation being spread about their licenses, but let's just quickly go over it. With Canva, you are not allowed to just use one element in a design design, you have to use multiple elements plus text to create something that is your own. On their templates, you need to change them up to be their own. On Kittl, there's less restrictions. You are allowed to create one-offs. You are allowed to use their templates as is, though probably want to change those up. I do have 2 separate videos on their complete different licenses, but if you are just looking to create something super, super fast and not worry about having to changing things up much, then Kittl is the better option. Canva has a lot of asterisks in their license. So let's talk about pricing. Both have a free option, but if you are doing commercial use products, I would highly recommend not using these free versions. So if you are paying for them, how does pricing compare? If you are on an annual plan, both come up to 120 USD. So I think one's like 1 cent cheaper. So no difference really. If you are going to month-to-month payments, Kittl is $2 cheaper. They are $10 a month versus Canva, I believe, is $12.99, so more like $3. Annually, they are the same price, but if you are doing the month-to-month basis, then Kittl is cheaper. So I've mentioned a bunch of pros and cons for each, and you still might be wondering, okay, how do I decide which one I'm going to use? If you are looking for an all-around editor, video editing, PowerPoint editing, text design, document design, then maybe Canva is the best bang for your buck. The problem is they're not specialized in anything. So their video editor isn't that great. I've tried to use it for my YouTube videos and it can be extremely frustrated and buggy. Same with their document design, same with their text designs. They don't have that much flexibility for what you can do with your designs. So as an all-around general editor, it is fantastic. But if your job is photo manipulation or video editing, you're probably going to be paying for a different platform. Versus Kittl right now is focused on specializing, so they're doing a few things very well. Pretty much Kittl is created for print on demand. You can upload to mockups from them. It makes sense to have only one artboard when designing for print on demand. Their text effects are fantastic. Their fonts are fantastic. Everything was created with the thought of print on demand in mind. And they are expanding now. So even their logos, because of this amount of text effects that they have and capabilities, logo designing is looking a lot better. And even their social media posts, I'd like to think they're really good for things that you only need one artboard. So it's not going to be a PowerPoint. It's not going to be a PDF document. Those are things that you can be using for Canva. But if you are just doing these single one-off designs that are being saved and used, and especially commercially used, then Kittl might be the best way for you to go. I personally have both. I've been designing on Canva for years, so a lot of my history is with Canva, and I do things like PowerPoints, and I do my print-on-demand text designs, and I've tried the video editing, but Kittl is slowly becoming more integral to my workflow for print on demand. Before, I did not use them much, but seriously, they have improved so much month over month that they are slowly becoming more and more common in my workflow. And I've just been creating a lot more designs with them because I'm getting so many more ideas because of their capabilities of what I can actually do with my designs. And when I take a look at their templates, there's so many bookmarks that I want to use. If you also are on Kittl and you find some limitations that you need, they do have a feature request where you can go in and type your request out and other people can vote on it and it gets sent higher in the queue, and then they prioritize building that into the platform. And they recently introduced cropping into their photos, which wasn't there before, but I saw it as a feature request and it was pretty quickly implemented. So in terms of the designing in the future, I think a lot of my things are probably going to be moved to Kittl based on the way they are currently moving. So if you use either or both, let me know your comments below. And if you're planning to sign up to one, let me know which one it is. Thanks, guys.